show number 154, VTR 92075.
By the mid-'70s, Don Cornelius, the kid from Chicago who once dreamed of putting black music on TV, had become a Hollywood heavyweight.
Welcome. Do you think that the feeling about music is changing?
I think it's at a height where it is being enjoyed by probably more people than ever before.
Don was enjoying life, even breaking into a Soul Train episode to play a game of basketball with a new pal.
Marvin Gaye and I were really good friends.
They cleared the entire studio, and Marvin and Don played one-on-one with Smokey Robinson refereeing.
Both of them thought they could hoop, but I could have beat both of them by myself.
Don might have been on top of his game that day. But off camera, a new threat was blowing in from the East Coast.
Disco came in so strong, it was almost intimidating.
There was certainly a move in the late 1970s toward more entertainment hedonism. There was a lot of, youthful drug use, a lot of cocaine, and disco was associated with a lot of that.
Don felt the repetitious dance beats lacked musicianship and soul.
It's a big difference between funky music and disco music.
When disco evolved, we didn't know what to do.
As the unstoppable force of disco spawned rival shows such as Disco 77 and Disco Magic, Don stood at a crossroads. Remain an arbiter of soul or cede to the disco craze.
We came to realize that the best disco records almost invariably were black records. So we made a commitment to just play the best black records we could find. Now, if you want to call it disco, fine.
When you're laying so close to me, there's no place I'd rather you be than with me.
A lot of people feel as though, that was the period that sort of took the soul out of it.
Things began to change. You all of a sudden saw this disco, Studio 54, almost New York vibe, find its place into Soul Train.
He took the sign away, and it was replaced with the crystal ball. Thank God that only lasted for one season.
Don might not have been a fan of disco, but he made it work to his advantage when he started his own music label, Soul Train Records. The first act he assembled was a disco group, and he turned to the Soul Train dancers for talent.
Remember, I was at Jody's house, and we got a call, and it was Don Cornelius. He says, I have a new project that I want you to do. I said, really?
Don picked Jeffrey Daniel and Jody Watley, the show's standout fan favorites, and Shalimar was born.
We were the most popular dancers on the show.
Jody and I just had a natural chemistry. We could just read each other, and that just comes from a real partnership.
Let's welcome three very talented people, ironically, all of whom were connected with Soul Train in one way or another before they became, shall we say, stars. Namely, they are Jody Watley, Jeffrey Daniels, and Howard Hewitt, better known as Shalimar.
Shalimar was promoted by Don. They were on Soul Train a lot.
I know you come a long way, baby, but you don't need that heart of stone, no. To prove that you can do it, baby.
When the rumor was that they were looking to get dancers to be in this Shalimar group, well, they better not pick so-and-so, and why did they pick her, and why did they pick him? The first time we did Soul Train as Shalimar, I remember just bawling in the dressing room. I was crying because there was kind of a bitter intensity. We're getting the evil eye, like,
Don's strategy eventually paid off, and the second time around hit #1 on the Billboard R&B charts.
We really thank you, so we would like to present you with a gold.
What a guy.
When Shalimar's not on the road, I'd sneak back on the Soul Train. It was my love, so I would still go down there and dance. And thank God I did.
Building on the locking style of the mid-'70s, the Soul Train dancers pioneered another groundbreaking art form.
Popping is the popping of the joints. It's boom, bang, pop, pop, pop.
And in November '79, Jeffrey Daniel debuted a move that would become one of the most popular moves in dance.
From popping came the backslide. Later pegged the moonwalk. That's the first time that the nation just saw it. It was just like, bam. Michael Jackson saw this dance and he thought it was amazing and he wanted to learn it. And so we all showed Michael how to do the moonwalk.
By the end of the '70s, the combination of popping, disco, and Don's growing legend made Soul Train soar to its highest ratings ever.
Disco helped promote Soul Train, no doubt about it.
While Don had successfully navigated the treacherous waters of the disco era, another movement was lurking in the shadows. It would challenge the very foundations of R&B and make the '80s a battleground for the soul of Soul Train.